Greetings, guys. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Monette, and this is my channel, Evolve with Monette. For those of you that are new here, I'm a professional intuitive empath, and it's so good to share energy with you today. Welcome back. Thank you for inviting me in, and we are going to get started. We are carrying on with the human design series, which is going to be teaching you about your human design. Now, here's the thing. Let me adjust my camera here, guys. Okay. Almost. Okay. What we are going to be doing is focusing on working on teaching you about that. Now, what I will recommend to you is that if you are watching this video, you should have taken the test to understand what your human design is. There are resources that are available for you. Check out the link in the description box below. But just in case, I will go over it with you one more again, and we'll talk about the places that you can go to source your human design and get a human design calculator. There are a lot of software and available online. The author of the book that I'll be working out of today is recommending puregenerators.com/chart-calculator. Also, jovianarchive.com and then geneticmatrix.com. There are also other places to check out Human Design Energy, Chakras by Vinta Raknishar, The I Ching or Book of Changes translated by Richard Wellum, Star Power, A Simple Guide to Astrology for the Modern Mystic by Vanessa Montgomery, and then Zohar, The Book of Splendor, Basic Readings from the Kabbalah by Gershom Shalom. Listen, we are going to have all of that beneath in the description box for you, but you need to have done that first, because what you want to know is what human design type you are. There are 5, and right now we're going to work on manifesting generator if you clicked on the video. So let's get started. So the first thing that you need to know as a manifesting generator is your strategy, which is to wait to respond. Your signature is satisfaction. You're not self-themed, which means that when you are out of alignment, you feel frustration and sometimes anger as a manifesting generator. Where for the regular generator, they just feel frustration. Okay, so what makes a manifesting generator? Well, what makes you, and you'll learn about this with your human calculator energy, is a defined sacral center and a connection from the heart, the sacral, the root, or the solar plexus to the throat. Okay, possible authorities are sacral and emotional, as well as understanding that 33% of the population are manifesting generators. Your aura characteristics are enveloping, magnetic, and dynamic. Keywords here are multi, passionate, freedom, creativity, innovation, expansion, speed, excitement, and flow. Generators and manifesting generators are like human design siblings, okay? So your sibling is the actual generator, okay? They have the same strategy, but there are subtle differences in how they navigate life. Manifesting generators are dynamic, creative innovators of the world. Like generators, manifesting generators also have magnetic and enveloping auras with consistent daily energy for getting things done. The manifesting generator aura attracts other people and compels them to the manifesting generator to contribute to their vision. Like generators, work and non-work energy outlets for manifesting generators means being selective about their commitments. This is imperative for you guys. As a manifesting generator, you are designed to lend your energy to only what energizes and nourishes you. That is so important. This is particularly important for the many manifesting generators who often appear superhuman in speed and in energy levels. And also, guys, just so you know, I'm working out of this book. It is A Modern Guide to Human Design, How to Read Your Chart and Align with Your Life's True Purpose. The first book of human design that I was introduced to, the person who introduced me to it, it was much thicker, very much like college textbook. This is similar, not gonna lie. This is just more palatable, and I would highly recommend this book because it made breaking it down a lot easier for me. Okay, so like astrology and I Ching and Kabbalistic studies, it is a metaphysical study of how we operate. And when you know this, you can optimize the way that you move through the world. There are important things like your not self and then your strategy, which make decisions that may have been harder easier for you to process, because it's no longer about what should I do, it's about what is best for my optimized inner workings, okay? So, as a manifesting generator, you can end up frustrated and drained when you say yes to too many things that do not truly excite them, or do not follow, or do not allow yourselves to pursue everything that you feel passionate about. Pardon me, guys. To deny themselves the joy of doing what they love is a disservice to the whole, because manifesting generators feel energized. They lift and inspire everyone around them. Manifesting generators are boundary pushing visionaries. I'm going to say that again. You are a boundary pushing visionary in the best way. They are here to optimize, innovate, and learn which steps they can skip. If you're a manifesting generator, there's no need to plod through each step to mastery, because manifesting generators have a connection from the sacral center, which is your reservoir or your life force, to their throat, where they take action. And you can pivot your energy. This ability to pivot allows them to skip a step to see what happens, backtrack if it doesn't work out. Through these pivots, they discover which part of the process has to be done and which does not. Their innovations benefit everyone. If you feel like something is taking too long, get a manifesting generator involved. They will quickly sniff out unnecessary steps and find shortcuts. Manifesting generators are also famous for being multi-passionate. It's common to find multi-hyphenate manifesting generators who thrive when they get to dedicate their boundless energy to more than one thing they love. If you ever encounter someone who happily pursues a life of multiple seemingly separate careers, interests, and hobbies, they are likely a manifesting generator. Manifesting generators defy labels, and they live outside of the box. They are here to show us what is possible. Here is your daily checklist as a manifesting generator. Prioritize work and activities that are satisfying and stimulating. Check with your internal guidance as you make decisions. Is it a yes or a no? This is huge for any generator or subtype, sister, sibling, manifesting, or irregular, okay? Let go of trying to figure out how it all will come together. Embrace pivots and enjoy bursts of inspiration. Wind down and relax as you head to bed, satisfied and looking forward to tomorrow. Your aura advice: if you're a manifesting generator who finds a process boring, see if there's a way to automate, to hack, or to streamline and make it more fun. Now, your main strategy, which every human design type has, for you specifically, it is waiting for the response, or waiting to respond. In human design, manifestation means moving from the inner desire or thought to concrete action. Manifesting generators are called such because they have a natural manifestation ability. They can jump directly into action. However, being a generator type, their sacral motor is the foundation of their existence. They must wait to respond to ensure that they have the energy needed to carry out a task. So if you're a dynamic, powerful manifesting generator, how do you know when you're responding? How do you know whether you should take action on something or not? Waiting to respond means pausing until your body signals to you, letting you know that it is energized and excited by something that has crossed your path. A response is not an idea in your mind, and it's not something you should do, nor is it based in logic. It is a feeling of being so lit up by something that you can't wait to get back up and do it. Remember, the manifesting generator aura is expansive and inviting. Manifesting generators don't need to chase down their desires. Even with the ability to move quickly into action and pivot, manifesting generators are here to live in the present. Their magnetic and expansive auras are designed to do the heavy lifting by bringing perfect inspiration and opportunities at the perfect moment. A manifesting generator can trust that life is coming to them. They don't need to stress, because they are much more powerful when they shoot forward with their dynamic energy after responding to something that they encounter. An easy way for manifesting generators to get drained or burn out is by acting before they are ready. So if you are not sure, ready, set, go, on your mark, get set, go, on your mark, get set, that space is a magical space for the manifesting generator, because once you hit go, you obviously can pivot. That's something you guys can do, unlike the regular generators who are very one-track minded and they have to finish a task until completion. You have the ability to pivot. So, but still, the ready, set, go is the magic space. Let's see here. Ba, ba, ba. Acting before you're ready. You might be tempted to act before you're ready because it seems like a good idea, or maybe you're too focused on getting the task done and instead of enjoying the process, or you're doing it because someone told you to and not because you enjoy it. As a manifesting generator, you won't always be able to predict your past twists, turns, and dynamic pivots, but when you let go of trying to control your energy, you will expand into all directions you need to be satisfied. You aren't here to commit to mastery. You're here to commit to evolution, to shortcuts, pivots, expansions, and passion. You're not meant to fit into a box, though I bet if you're watching this, you've always known that. All right, guys, we're going to talk about the conditioned manifesting generator, meaning what your tribe, what the world, what society has conditioned you into believing, versus being an aligned manifesting generator once you are up leveling and evolving. The conditioned manifesting generator seeks validation outside of their expertise for decision making. It does not allow for enough outlets for their energy and engages in addictions or negative patterns. The conditioned manifesting generator is frustrated by their work and their commitments. It gives into the shoulds of life. It is distracted and focused on random, small, unrelated things instead of true desires. A conditioned manifesting generator is a people pleaser and overextends just because they can, and you may feel bored or constrained. When you are aligned, you're in tune with your authority and your body. Your sacral gut feeling is a huge big deal as any generator or manifesting generator. Values what you enjoy when you're aligned. You are dynamic and energetic. You seek optimization. That is a huge key word for you. How do I optimize, okay? You have deep trust in the universe. You're willing to wait to respond before jumping into action. You have strong boundaries around energy use, and you pursue what feels energizing, okay? You express desires and yes, no responses confidently, unapologetically. You are unapologetic in your joys and your dislikes. You are open to pursuing many passions. And you have enough outlets to use up all of your energy, meaning you do as much as you want to. And, we hear jack of all trades, master of none. Well, in a manifesting generator's life, you will be jack of many trades. You'll be very good at many things, and you're supposed to be. So do not let that old adage dissuade you. So how does a manifesting generator know when to say yes or no? And this is important. To master waiting to respond, it is important to know when to hit the brakes and when to hit the gas. Just like generators, the key lines in tuning into your body signal. Okay, the key lies, words. The key lies in tuning into your body's signal. A gut response is a feeling in your sacral center located in your belly. You may feel an expansion, a burst of energy, or the desire to get up and move, a yes or coming out of your mouth, or an inexplicable attraction to something or someone you've encountered. The sacral response tells you that you have the energy or you don't. The sacral center is a motor, which means that it's either off, which is a no, or it's on, which is a yes. Learning to surrender to your responses can help you let go of trying to control your energy with your mind because you're naturally multi-passionate. You may not understand how your interests come together, which is okay. All you have to know is that you are interested. That's all you have to know, guys. And if you are interested in something and you want to pursue it, then you should pursue it. When the sacral center is lit up by something, it doesn't know how it will end or why it is there or why there is an attraction. It will make all the sense in the end, and it is vital to your health to allow yourself to explore everything that revs up your engine. Your auric advice is to create some space between your energy outlets to separate your various activities. You may want to have multiple workspaces, multiple job sites, websites, or brands. So a practical way that this could look is that you have multiple workspaces in your own home. So a space that would be dedicated for this or dedicated for that. So that's the way that I would highly recommend that you kind of diversify, even, in a way that you can. Maybe if you were in an office workspace, that can't be something that happens. But working from various places for you is always going to be great. So working from your car, working from the beach, whatever the case may be, this is going to be fantastic for you. Your signature is satisfaction. Okay? So we're going to talk about the not self following this, which means when you're out of alignment, this is what you will feel, and so you will know to pivot to get back to this, which is satisfaction. You'll know when you're on the right path as a manifesting generator when you're satisfied with your daily activities. You are here to learn and learn that the focus of your life isn't what other people think of you. Instead, it's about how they feel about what they spend their time doing. So you're not going to be focused on what someone else thinks. You should be focused on, specifically for your ultimate satisfaction and happiness, how do I feel now that I'm doing whatever it is that you are called to do? So, as a manifesting generator, you'll feel satisfaction by honoring your inner guidance and embracing what you love to do. When you allow yourself to pursue the things that feel energizing and, even more importantly, say no to the things that aren't, satisfaction is a natural byproduct, okay? You'll know you're satisfied when you spent your time and energy doing something that felt good and meaningful to you. And as a manifesting generator, you are literally designed to use your reservoir of life force every single day. You're supposed to use it up. You're supposed to be spent at the end of the day. For generators specifically, that's something that they advise makes you feel better. Many people describe satisfaction as a feeling of finishing their day tired and happy with what they created or did. Healthy exhaustion, the optimal word here, healthy exhaustion, is an excellent indicator that you're honoring your inner guidance. If you haven't spent the day doing things you enjoy, you'll feel anxious and restless when it's time to go to bed. However, don't wait until you're completely exhausted to make your way to bed. Cultivate a soothing bedtime routine that helps you to wind down. When you feel tiredness begin to creep in, start your nighttime rituals and then you ease into your sleep as a manifesting generator. In action, we'll do an example here from the book. Angela is a former comedian who now has a day job in web design and a thriving interior design practice on the side, and a large online following where she shares her life with her friends and her interior design space, why it works. And she shares her she shares her life in her interior design advice. This is why this works for this manifesting generator, and you can maybe parallel this to your life as well. She gets to engage in all of her varied interests every week. She has a steady job that allows her to pursue all of her creative interests, even if they aren't making any money yet. Her jobs, hobbies, and interests are all different, even though they are varied, and they're enough to keep her stimulated. She finds everything she does satisfying, and she's often so energized that she works 16-hour days by choice. If you were a projector, which is another human design type, a 16-hour day is highly not recommended. It is literally a death knell for a projector. I am a projector, so it's the opposite. So every human design type isn't the same. 16-hour days, because I don't have a sacral as a projector, means that, we all have sacral centers, but it means that mine is not, it's not stimulated, activated, or, it's empty, really. When you look at my chart, specifically, when you run your chart, you'll see what I mean. Mine is empty. So that means that I don't have a natural motor. Okay, I power up differently, and my way that I work is different. But for you guys have this natural motor. So you can do a 16-hour day and it wouldn't be a detriment to you. Okay? Your not self theme is frustration. As a manifesting generator, you know that you are working against your magnetic aura when you feel frustrated. You may feel angry. However, frustration will always be your primary not self feeling. Frustration happens because you've always have a life force energy that needs an outlet, courtesy of your defined sacral center. So my sacral center is not defined, yours is, right? You can't just shut off your energy. So when you're not doing things you love, or you don't have the freedom to pursue everything you desire in the form of jobs and work, creativity, friendship, and family, and other commitments, your energy doesn't have anywhere to flow. Have you ever felt like you had to stick with something you don't enjoy, or you were blocked from doing everything you wanted to do? That is when a manifesting generator feels frustration. So your aura advice for this is freedom is important to your health. Make sure you follow yourself. Make sure you follow yourself, pay attention to yourself, and allow yourself to experience everything you want in life. Don't hold back. So listen to no one that is advising you to focus on one thing. That is not what you do well. You focus on many things and you get them all done. That is your superpower. Some common sources of manifesting generator frustrations are being forced to stick with something that you're no longer passionate about. Society tells us that the secret to success is to commit to something and stick with it. But this is not true for the manifesting generator. You are here to engage in energizing activities until you feel that you've gotten everything you need out of the experience. Then move on. Quitting doesn't mean that you are flaky. You are designed to keep expanding. You have some interests that may linger for years and decades, and some that don't. Allow yourself the time to try everything that attracts you. The other thing that is a point of frustration for you is focusing on finishing the activity instead of enjoying it. See, as a manifesting generator, you are the powerhouses when it comes to tackling a task. However, the satisfaction you get from enjoying the process is more important than the satisfaction you think you'll get by finishing it. If you're not fully energized with what you're doing, you will encounter setbacks, inconveniences, and then the not self theme of frustration. Make sure you're taking on the right thing at the right time and feeling into your body's response. Do you want to do this right now? Do you have the energy for it? If not, it's best to leave it for later or say no. And the last thing is holding back from expanding into a new area of interest. Our minds are fickle, often telling us that we should or shouldn't do something based on logic. However, logic is not our inner guide. You are not here to be logical. You're here to expand and test the boundaries of what is possible. You are allowed to be whatever you want, even if no one else has ever done what you're doing. Your interests don't need to make sense altogether. Allow yourself the ability to expand into as many areas as you would like. So, when you are in action, this is a quick little anecdote. Alan is a software engineer who has three main loves: computers, bicycles, and astronomy. Though he has worked at the same job for 20 years, he spends every night and weekend riding his bike, tinkering with new products in his basement workshop, and listening to science fiction audiobooks. While it works, he receives new projects constantly at his job and is always learning new things, so he never gets bored. He finds it easy to separate his work life and hobbies, and he loves doing them both every day. He's always expanding his knowledge and skills in his creative projects, and he has enough time to explore new projects in his free time. Your auric advice, again, is the world may try to tell you that it's not okay to quit, but for you, this is not true. That's not true. I'm hearing Damien and Skip Marley. If you're not feeling energized, you have permission to move on to something else. So here's what you need to know about yourself in relationships. And I think that, to study yourself in this realm is always so important because it is so much of the way that we spend our life. Manifesting generators in relationships are all about expansion, efficiency, and freedom. And it's important for you. So you must focus on it, that the people in your life give you the space to pivot, change, and seek shortcuts. Even though you have some direct manifestation abilities, you do not need to inform people before you take action the way a manifestor does, because we have a manifestor as another human design archetype, okay? So, however, it can be helpful to those around you to speed up what you are doing. You move faster than most people, and challenges in your relationships may come from expecting others to move at your same pace or seek efficiencies the way you do. So you will have a way of troubleshooting areas of issue in your relationship that your partner may not, unless they happen to be a manifesting generator as well. And you will see something differently in a way than they will, and you'll see it faster. As a projector, I also have a way of looking at my relationships very differently than other people that I'm in a relationship with, but I have to give them time to either catch up, or I have to wait for the invitation as my theme. My strategy is wait for the invitation. Yours is waiting to respond. And so I have to wait to be invited to give insight into whatever is happening. For you, they're saying, because you move so quickly, you must ultimately try to do your best in your relationship to have your partner respect your speed, and then allow them room, and allow whomever else, the other people in your life, room to do things at their pace, okay? Because you're designed to uplift others with the pure joy of what you love to do, your strongest relationships may be rooted in shared activities and projects, okay? So quality time may be one of your primary or secondary love languages as a manifesting generator. Make sure that the people you're spending time with feel positive and energizing as well as supportive. Because as someone who is designed to move freely, like you are a manifesting generator through the world, having people by your side who trust you and respect your autonomy is the key. Sometimes you may need help figuring out where you want to be, where you want to put your powerful energy because you're industrious. It can be tempting to take on more than you can handle because you're designed to respond to the world. Others can help you make decisions by offering you options instead of open-ended questions, okay? Options with any generator or manifesting generator versus open-ended yes or no's is much better for you. You love a multiplicity of choice. Another model for you might be variety is the spice of life. Manifesting generators in astrology would be akin to a Geminian energy, okay, as well. So let's see here. Instead of asking, what do you want to do, others can help you. So you can teach this to your partners. You don't have to force human design on your partner if they're not interested. But when you get into a relationship, especially with a lover, it is imperative that you advocate for yourself. You're your first line of defense and of growth. So teach your partner, I work best like this. Okay, or when I'm stressed, this is my reaction. Because then you empower other people to love you and support you and nourish you in a way that you actually receive, and that's for your most optimal growth. Okay, so this isn't just like, does it make me feel good? This is good juju. It's, am I able to really push forward and grow with this energy alignment? So, open-ended questions. Others can help you narrow down the possibilities by saying, what would you like to do? X, Y, or Z, and then move forward from there. You can support a manifesting generator in your life by doing the following, or you can teach your partner how to support you by suggesting the following. Offering them options. Accepting when they say yes or no. Letting them pursue all their passions and interests, even if it's not logical from the outside. Giving them the space to test shortcuts and innovate, or advising someone to give you the space to do that. Joining them in any activity they enjoy, or advising your partner, or letting someone, like, let's say you begin dating and you're like, you know what, it's really important for me that we take walks together, or we go to the trampoline park, or we go to the dog park, or I'm part of the Audubon Society. Do you enjoy that? I remember dating someone, I don't know if she was a manifesting generator or not, many years ago. She was a pastor, and she loved the Audubon Society and birds. And it was something that she asked me, and I thought it was really brilliant. She was really, I was much younger, I was in my 20s. She was kind of teaching me how to date. But she was like, do you really like this, or are you just doing this because you're with me? Now, there's nothing wrong with joining your partner with a task they really like, but it was important for her to find someone who also shared her passion and interest in birds. And now she is married to a beautiful woman who exactly loves her passion, and is also was a card carrying member of the Audubon Society before they ever met. So that's something, as a man, I don't know if she was a manifesting generator or not, but it's just something good in dating to understand and articulate what needs you might want met, what your hobbies are, what interests, why you would want a partner with you, what matters to you. Okay, because a lot of us can like sign up because we're in the limerence and the love and the lust, and then we're like, compatibility, which if you have a long-term connection with someone, compatibility is going to be imperative. You need to be able to do things with them. Otherwise, you will find yourself outsourcing, which is fine if you have to, but highly advisable to partner with someone that actually shares similar interests with you. Okay? You can also advise whomever is loving you, or you can treat any manifesting generator in your life in a way where you lend an ear when they feel frustrated and need to figure out what isn't working. They're the type that's going to bounce something off you. They may not want you to fix anything. They just want to hear themselves talk so that they can come to the multiple choice conclusion or answer. Encouraging them to do things that make them feel good will also be important. Here's what your gifts are to the world as a manifesting generator. You will have a passion and excitement for things that you enjoy. You have a contagious and uplifting spirit. You have a tried and tested cheat codes. You have life hacks and you have shortcuts. So if you're ever on a road trip with a manifesting generator and they say, we should go this way, go that way. They know what they're talking about. You have permission to be fully themselves without being put in a box. And you need constant expansion and freedom. But that's a gift to the world because you teach and model to other people that it is okay for them to constantly expand and have freedom as well. Pardon me. So, here's your weekly check-in exercise for generators and manifesting generators. Because your signature strategy is the same, many of the challenges and the patterns are similar. So, here are some questions to reflect on. How did I feel at the end of the day? Do I fall asleep quickly with that good tired feeling? Do I feel satisfied with what I've done? Do I feel that my energy has been depleted in a healthy way? Healthy, healthy, healthy. Do I feel physically anxious or stay up late seeking satisfaction? What am I feeling energized or excited about in my life right now? This does not have to be something big. It could be something small. It could be that you're going to have a great day the next day with a great friend, or you're going to have a great meal that you've been looking forward to, or you're going to try a new recipe, or you're going to knit that thing that you had finally ordered the yarn for. Like, what is your cool little thing that you're fixated and focused on and excited to complete for the day? So, what am I feeling drawn to? What keeps popping up in my reality? What am I feeling excited by or drawn to that I'm not making space for in my life? Because that question is going to provide you an answer and an insight into what you might need to make space for in your life. What is making me feel drained or frustrated? How can I create space for the thing that I need to make space for in my life? And how can I minimize the time and energy I spend on draining or frustrating things? So that's what I have for you today as a manifesting generator. I'm so glad that you're on this journey of deeper self-discovery. It's one thing to understand your astrology side. It's one thing to know what your Chinese zodiac is. My aim here as a practitioner and intuitive empath is to empower you with every single avenue that you could possibly want. Because when we study ourselves, we just have a more efficient life. And I have found that human design has been one of the most efficient metaphysical studies to help me streamline how I operate in the world by waiting for the invitation, how I show up in the world, and what I offer the world. I'm really in touch with what makes me bitter. That's my not self theme. And what makes me feel satisfied, which is success. That is my self theme. When I'm in alignment, I feel successful. So everyone is different, and whomever you love in your life doesn't have to do this, right? This is for your own inner workings and knowledge. But if you do know someone in your life and you know what they are, you can help guide them. I have clients that I understand some of their human design types, and so what it does is I'm able to help them like really parse out what's going on. Like, I have a manifesting generator client, so we talk through things where a style that I might have with a projector client or a reflector client would be completely different. I would lead them to understanding and epiphany in a different manner. But when you understand what you're working with, you are more empowered, and it just makes the wheels of your life easier. It also helps you to take things less personally because you're either in alignment with something or you're not. So disconnections, cutting off toxic energies, whatever. And a toxic energy is any energy that would lead you to your not self theme. So for you guys, frustration / anger as a manifesting generator. Specifically, manifesting generators have that little extra oomph of the anger, where a generator just would feel frustrated. You guys feel frustration and anger, so you are given to passivity and pissed offness, and do not judge yourself for it. That is your internal, guide telling you you're out of alignment. This does not feel good. I'm not supposed to be here. It's time to pivot. Pivot, pivot, pivot. That's another big word for you guys. So anyway, so good sharing energy with you. I'm so glad you joined me. Thank you again for inviting me in. Please come back and join me next time, and we will continue to evolve together.